Episode 51. Case Closed. My father was a decorated and a senior Air Force officer. That night he was drunk. Generally he stops at one peg, but it seems he took an extra peg that night. So he lost control and fell down. Don't you realize, Miss Roma, that we are still in a state of shock? Why can't you leave a grieving family alone? I have a bedridden mom at home who can't stop crying. Please leave us alone, please. Juhi caught her breath. The cafe was not crowded at this time of the day, but some people looked up at her as her voice had risen quite high. Roma smiled and did not budge from her seat. Miss Juhi, I mentioned at the beginning itself that I'm very sorry for your loss. I fully understand that your family is going through a very tough time. My sympathies are with you, ma'am. But I just want an answer to a simple question. What was your dad's relationship with this fellow Tarachand? Mr. Aditya Gupta was in the aircraft design division of the Air Force, with specialization in bomb loading on fighter jets. And Tarachand was the agent of an arms dealer. He fled from the country immediately after his meetings with Mr. Gupta. So Juhi, I just want to know, why did Mr. Gupta meet him? Listen, Roma, I guess I will cut short this interview right here. I can't waste any more time with you. I've already told you and I'm repeating again. No one from our family knew anyone by the name of Tarachand. My father never met anyone by that name. His office knows no one by that name. So stop connecting my father's death with meeting this mysterious fellow. And for the umpteenth time, let me tell you, my father met his end because he fell down from our 4th floor balcony. He did not commit suicide. Waiter! Check leke aao, please. And Juhi stormed out. Roma was now even more certain about Aditya Gupta's involvement in some shady deal with this fellow Tarachand. An officer who becomes tipsy in full uniform at 1:30 hours in the morning? Someone who has had a peg of whiskey almost every day of his adult life couldn't tolerate one extra peg. He meets Tarachand on the 21st of June and then again on the 29th of June. And 13th July, he falls down from his own balcony. Some coincidence, Juhi. Whom are you trying to fool, boss? You don't teach an investigative journalist ke 1 + 1 11 kaise hota hai. Just then, Roma's assistant Radhika messaged. Hey Roma, a strange info. Juhi went to the Lifesaver Hospital at Andheri every day for almost a month just before Gupta died. Not for her mom, because mom is being treated at the Advanced Medical Research Center at Kolaba. Roma was quite intrigued. Was Aditya Gupta getting treated for something? Alcoholic tha kya? Or was Juhi getting some treatment? She was in Goa for 2 years in the beach hotels. 8 महीने पहले यहाँ मुंबई ट्रांसफर लेके शिफ्ट हुई. And after Gupta's death, she stopped going to the hospital. So obviously she wasn't getting treated. Gupta ही होगा फिर. I must find out यार. But how? Another message from Radhika. Hey Roma, I have a contact in the Lifesaver Hospital. Pratap Kumar. Ward boy है. उसको 2 साल पहले चोरी के इल्जाम से बचाया था मैंने। प्लस ही इज अ जुगाड़ू काइंड ऑफ अ पर्सन। तू उसको कांटेक्ट कर। मैडम, हॉस्पिटल के मेन सर्वर से रिकॉर्ड निकाल के देख लिया मैं। 3 आदित्य गुप्ता मिले। एक 25 साल का, फ्रैक्चर था राइट फुट में 2 साल पहले। एक 11 साल का, 3 महीने पहले डेंगू के लिए एडमिट हुआ था। एंड एक 47 इयर्स का हु डाइड ड्यू टू हार्ट अटैक 2 दिन पहले। A dead end. No one by that name here. Suddenly, a thought struck Roma that Aditya Gupta might be getting treated under a fake name. Oh God, I should have thought of this much earlier. Hey Pratap, सुन, तू गुप्ता सरनेम को भूल जा। Look for a person around 55 to 58 years old. नाम कुछ भी हो सकता है। 10th जून से लेकर 13 जुलाई तक का सारा रिकॉर्ड चेक कर। फिजिशियन, यूरोलॉजिस्ट, न्यूरोसर्जन, ऑन्कोलॉजिस्ट, नेफ्रोलॉजिस्ट, किसी के भी पास आया हो पता कर तू। It was a message from Roma's informer who was finding out about ताराचंद। मैडम, ताराचंद यूरोप में नहीं है, वो तो इंडोनेशिया भाग गया है। गुप्ता से जो डिजाइन्स मिले थे वो सब फेक निकले। सो ही न्यू कि वो यूरोपियन आर्म्स डीलर उसको जिंदा नहीं छोड़ेगा, इसलिए ताराचंद इंडोनेशिया भाग गया। रोमा स्लैप्ड हर हेड। ये साला चल क्या रहा है? डिजाइन्स फेक निकले? दैट मीन्स डिजाइन्स दिए तो थे गुप्ता ने ताराचंद को। What the hell is going on? It was प्रताप। मैडम, जो आपने बताया वैसा तो कोई आदमी वो डेट्स में मैच नहीं हो रहा है यहां। बट हां, वो जो मैडम का फोटो आप दिखाए आज, उनको मैंने हॉस्पिटल में 1-2 बार देखा है। प्रताप again called back after an hour. There was no patient called Juhi Gupta and none matching her age and the dates. The entire scene was so confusing. Every lead was proving inconclusive. Tarachand was not in Europe. Designs given by Gupta were fake. He committed suicide. Juhi visited the Lifesaver hospital for a month before Gupta's death. Mother is paralytic and bedridden. कोई क्लू, कोई लूप कहीं छूट रहा है। But Roma couldn't put her finger on it. Roma was sound asleep when Pratap called at midnight. मैडम, वो नेफ्रोलॉजी डिपार्टमेंट में एक वार्ड बॉय है, उसने जूही को पहचान लिया। वो वहां पे किसी से रोज मिलने को आती थी मैडम। Roma was stunned to see the entry of Shivam Gupta in the nephrology department. Shivam was Aditya Gupta's son, Juhi's brother. He had a kidney transplant done, that too in a hurry. A man came to meet them in the hospital once. Juhi was visibly upset on seeing him, and immediately the next day the two of them left. The ward boy informed Roma that Shivam must have gone to some other hospital because his condition was delicate. He needed medical attention. Roma had enough proofs now. Photos of Gupta meeting Tarachand, Shivam's medical records, Gupta's death after his son's medical ailment. It was time to confront Juhi again. मुझे नहीं पता था रोमा that you will find out so much. I'll tell you. Shivam Gupta was actually Yug Gupta. He is my father's sister's son. When my aunt and uncle died in a horrible road accident, Yug was devastated. The child had severe anxiety and depressive issues. To make him feel secure and safe, Mom and Dad adopted Yug legally and renamed him Shivam. When Shivam got into college, he fell hopelessly in love with a girl called Priyanka. None of us knew that Priyanka was the daughter of Tarachand. She began to threaten Shivam into stealing his father's confidential defense designs. 9 months ago, my father got to know about it. Priyanka was, of course, thrown out, but Dad feared for Shivam's safety. But on the 10th of June, they kidnapped Shivam. In exchange, they wanted the aircraft designs. When my dad refused, they drugged Shivam and took out his kidneys. We found him comatose the next day and rushed him to the lifesaver hospital. But Tarachand found out and came to the hospital to threaten us. Dad had no choice, Roma, but to give Tarachand the sketches of the new aircraft. But Dad was a true patriot. So उन्होंने wrong sketches बनाए. And he met Tarachand twice to deliver the wrong sketches. Shivam had just got a kidney transplant done and was very weak. But I knew if we stayed on in the hospital, they will kill him. So I arranged for him to fly to the US with one of our most trusted friends. But Dad was terribly upset. Though he had given fake sketches to Tarachand, yet he was so distressed with the thought that he betrayed his country that on 13th July, he dressed up in full uniform and jumped down from our balcony. That's all, Miss Roma. अब ये सारी इन्फो आपको कहीं छापना है या किसी चैनल पे दिखाना है, आपकी मर्जी. Go ahead. Dad is already gone. Mom is bedridden. Max क्या होगा? Someone will kill Shivam. If it is destined for me to live without family, then so be it. It's okay. Roma quietly got up and came close to Juhi. She had a bulky envelope in her hands. Juhi, please take this. This envelope has the copies of the fake sketches, Shivam's medical reports, and photographs of your dad meeting Tarachand. You know, sometimes, Juhi, as journalists, we feel that every case has just dirty secrets hiding beneath. We forget that some cases have to be left alone. I don't need these anymore now, Juhi. I will pray that you always remain with your family. This case is closed now, forever.